Hi, welcome to Take 5. It's ready to get your weekend on and relax and maybe gain some personal power. Not maybe, but do that. And set an intention. And of course, we're gonna start in comfortable sitting position and close the eyes and just tuning into the breath. Notice where the breath is today. And let's just decide for the next hour or so, throughout the class, we are going to attempt to bring our attention to the present moment. So anything that's coming up in the next few days or weeks, schedule-wise, we'll just try to kind of let go, just for the time being. Let go and then bring yourself into the present moment each time you find yourself drifting away with thoughts about the future or the past, any memories. We're humans, so it happens. We drift away with thoughts. The mind is like a puppy running around, and we gently bring it back into the right path, into the present moment, like we're bringing a puppy on a leash to walk straight forward next to us. Focusing on the breath will help you be more present and snap out of future or past thoughts and just center into the present moment. Try to move the breath lower into the bottom of the lungs. Belly expands forward on inhalation and sideways. Feeling the lungs with air like a pitcher with water. Begin relaxing the feet, bottoms and tops of the feet, and the toes. Relax the ankles. Relax the knees and the thighs, sending the breath to those places. Relax the belly and the chest and the shoulders and the arms and the hands. Relax the throat and the neck. Relax the face. Relax the space between the eyebrows. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, belly goes towards the spine. One more time, relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, find yourself into mountain pose. Standing up, the feet are shoulder distance, about a foot away from each other. And then begin grounding with the four corners of each foot, getting as much as possible coverage from the ground. Not Notice if you have a tendency to put more weight into one side of the feet, like the inner side or the outside side. Like for example, I'm generally putting more weight into the outer edge of my feet and not so much into the inner edge. Do try to even that out, just for the time being. And then get the knees shy of lock. Shy of locking the knees. Palms are forward. Inhale, shoulders towards the ears. And exhale, lowering the shoulders and back. Slightly tuck the chin towards the chest so you can elongate through the neck. As you're pulled and string from the top of your head, elongating the spine, elongating the neck, slightly tucking the tailbone as well. Strong core, lift the chest up. Grounding and centering, strong as a mountain. You can choose to keep your eyes closed or open your eyes and pick a point in front of you to center. So in any kind of a balancing poses, it's easier to stare at the point and anchor our attention into something in front of us rather than something back in the distance forward. So feel free to adjust that and maybe start with something in front of you. And not fast, but very gradual. Move a little bit further, then a little bit further, and a little bit further until you are staring at a point in the horizon. Inhale and exhale. So begin shifting your weight into the right foot. And then detach the left leg from the ground. Right arm up towards the sky, so it's like a diagonal. Then move the knee towards the elbow. This is a little tricky one, you will lose balance, so move very slowly. Inhale again, straighten the arm, straighten the leg. And once again, elbow towards the knee. Foot and hand far apart from each other. And then place the left foot down, grounded, just like what you did with in the beginning, with all four corners of the foot into the ground. Extend through the right leg and extend through the left arm. Again, stare at the point in front of you and maybe gradually move that point, or maybe not. And then moving elbow towards the knee. Foot far away from the hand. We're going to do this once more like we did on the other side. Knee towards elbow. And then find yourself back into mountain. Knees are shy of block. Tailbone is a little bit tucked. Palms forward. Shoulders back. Tuck the chin and chest is lifted. So we're going to make this a little more complicated. Make your feet wider than the mat. And place arms up and away from the heart center, like a star. So we're practicing slowing down the momentum here. We are lifting ourselves and moving the entire weight into the right foot, towards the right. And then find yourself into a tree. Right elbow goes towards the left knee. Back to a tree. Very slowly you're in a shift on the left side of the mat, moving into a tree. Elbow towards the knee. Back to a tree. And back to the right side. Tree. Elbow towards the knee. Tree. Going to the left side. Tree. Elbow towards the knee. Tree. Back to the 2 feet from the 2 sides of the mat. So let's interlace fingers above the head, and then the pointer finger, the 2 pointer fingers are together. I'm going to begin rowing circles. Exhaling, moving lower, wide circles. Inhaling, moving up. So half a circle is going to be inhale, the other half is going to be exhale. Exhale, lower, all the way to the ground. Inhale, going up. How slow you can go. The goal here is to match breath with movement. So speed up the circle if the entire inhale is faster than the movement. See if you can slow down the circle though. Let's change the directions. So the key here is to create mindfulness by slowing down, making us observant to what's happening. Once again, we're going to shift the direction. Inhale going up, exhale going down. And go in circles with the pointer finger. We're going to switch the direction again. And when you're ready, lift up all the way up. Make a huge step forward with the left leg, and then the right one goes back into warrior one. Hands up towards the sky. So the hips are squared, and we're trying to get as much as possible coverage from the bottoms of the feet. Strong, powerful pose. Exhale into warrior two. Turning to the side. Notice if the arms are on the same level, far apart from the heart center. Look beyond the fingertips of the left hand. Also, slightly tuck the tailbone in. In this one, many times we have a tendency to stick the butt out. Instead, tuck the tailbone in, strong core, and lift the chest. Inhaling left arm up towards the sky. Right one just floats down. See if you can lift up the left arm a little bit higher and maybe overhead. Strong core. Left elbow goes towards the left thigh. Right arm overhead. So think about the right fingertips away from the right heel. Inhale back into warrior two. Shift forward with the hips. Inhale, arms up into warrior one. Windmill the hands down. Find yourself in downward facing dog and lift up the left leg far away from the hands and flare it towards the right. Back to regular dog. Inhale, shifting to plank and ride the breath down with elbows in, chaturanga, lowering. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing the chest towards the thighs and elevating the tailbone as much as you can. Begin moving one heel at a time, lowering left one down, then right one down. Push the mat away with the hands, spreading fingertips very wide. Each time we are on the hands, we have any kind of weight in the arms. We want to spread fingertips apart. Look forward, move the right foot forward towards the hands, plant the left heel down and elevating to warrior one on this side. Try to ground as much as possible through the heels. And turn to the side, warrior two. Not as if your tailbone is sticking, instead you want to tuck the tailbone in, strong core, and elevate from the chest, looking beyond the right fingertips. Inhaling, right arm up towards the sky, left one just floats. Inhale the right arm some more. There is more length you can get out of it. Right elbow towards the right thigh and left arm overhead. Think about left fingertips far away from the left heel. Breathe. Think of an intention. Intention that you want to reinforce and get out of this class or onto this weekend or week or year. Set that intention, set it in motion. Inhaling back into warrior two. Squaring the hips forward, warrior one. Windmilling hands down. Let go of the right foot and go into downward facing dog, elevating the right leg behind you and flare towards the left. Fingertips are spreading wide. Back to regular dog with all feet on the ground. Inhale into plank. On exhalation, try to always keep the shoulders away from the ears. Elbows in, ride the breath down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog again. Stop or walk the feet towards the hands and hang in there with maybe grabbing opposite elbows, moving left and right. Relaxing the entire spine and engaging and expanding. Bend the right knee
And then the left leg would be straighter, concentrating on extending the back of the left leg. So the right one is slightly bent, and we are moving into the direction of the toes of the left leg. Extending the entire length of the left leg. Let's shift. So now we bend the left leg and we're extending the back of the right leg. Breathing into the back of the right leg. Back towards the middle and place the hands on the mat with the palms up and the fingertips towards you, and then step on top of the palms. Maybe bend the knees if it's difficult, or even make the distance between the 2 feet a little bit wider. But you are working into the direction of straightening the legs. Using the weight of the body to get deeper into the stretch. So the direction is towards the toes. Not so much towards the knees or the thighs, but it's more towards the ground with the face. Find your way into stepping off of the hands, and then place your hands in front of you somewhere on the ground and move them more towards the right, stepping off of the left foot into standing split. So left foot far away from the right foot. At some point, maybe move the right hand a little bit more towards the right and forward for more leverage, and then begin releasing the left hand from the ground and elevating it up towards the sky into half moon. Oopsie. And more challenge to the balance would be if you actually move the face also towards the left, and then maybe move back the left shoulder. Keep actively lifting the left leg higher and then pushing the ground away with your right arm, right hand. When you have enough of that, find yourself in a forward fold. And we are going to ground through the left foot, elevating for standing split, right leg up towards the sky, and the 2 hands are kind of in front of the left foot. Move the left hands towards the left if you have to for more leverage, or forward. Then begin elevating the right hand up towards the sky, and maybe move your gaze towards the right as well. Try to move the right shoulder back. Breathe and actively push the mat or the ground if it's off the mat with the left hand, and also actively elevating the right leg. And when you're ready, find yourself in forward fold. Inhaling 1 vertebra at a time. Once you're on the top, do a couple of shoulder rolls. Arms far apart from the heart center with the palms up. Look towards your left. And look towards your right. Notice if you're tightening the shoulders, relax them and back.
and down. Look towards your left again. Look towards your right again. Shift your palms towards, pointing towards the ground. And again, look towards your left. And then towards your right. Inhale, hands above the head and forward fold.
Find your way into plank. Body flat as a board. Shoulders away from the ears. Shift the weight into your left side, side plank. Right arm up towards the sky. Then right arm straight forward above the head. So here, right fingertips are away from right and left heels. Back to regular plank. Same thing on the other side, turning to the right or on the right arm, elevating the left arm up towards the sky. And then above the head, far away from the heels. Where is the breath? Back to plank. Once more on the left side, elevating the right arm up and then above the head. Think about fingertips away from the heels. Look down towards your left hand. Back to regular plank. Shifting towards the right, left arm overhead and up above the head. Far away from the heels. Look towards your right hand. And find yourself into plank. And then from there, downward facing dog. At this point, both of the heels are going towards the ground. Face towards the thighs. Look at your navel. Lifting the tailbone high, spreading fingertips far apart from each other to protect the wrists. Inhale into plank, ride the breath down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Look forward, place the left foot forward towards the hands, plant the right heel down, and inhale yourself all the way up into warrior one. Strong, powerful pose. So, we're moving to chair, and then from there, we'll wrap around the right leg, get it on top of the left, and go around. If it's difficult to wrap around, then just maybe cross. But if you can wrap around, it's easier if you also find a drishti, a point of a concentration in front of you to stare at. The same way, right arm is going to go in front of the left for eagle arms. Or hug, if it's difficult to do eagle arms. Moving elbows, lowering elbows and lowering hands. Tuck the chin in. Unwrap everything and get back into warrior one. Very slowly begin shifting forward with the arms and elevating the right leg up into warrior three. Arms forward, right leg back into a T. Warrior three. And when you're ready, back into warrior one. Windmilling hands down, elevating left leg up, far away from the hands, back to regular dog and then plank and then right the breath down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing the mat away with the hands. Look at your navel. Elongating the backs of the legs, both heels are going towards the ground. It's a great time to come back to your intention. What was your intention? If you don't remember it, come back with a new one. Looking forward, right foot forward towards the hands, left heel down, inhaling warrior one on this side. So slowly, I'm going to shift the weight into chair. Begin wrapping around the left leg, or maybe just crossing. Again, the two arms, left one in front of the right one is towards us. Either a hug or eagle arms, dropping elbows and hands forward, tuck the chin. And when everything, and find yourself into warrior one. Slowly shift the weight forward. So two arms forward, left foot back and up, elevating the left foot and making a T with the arms and the left leg. Breathe. Exhale, find yourself in a forward fold, jump or walk the feet into downward facing dog. Elevate the right leg up towards the sky. Right leg goes back down, inhale into plank and lowering, elbows in, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and move the left knee forward towards the hands. Place the left heel down. Untuck the back toes and then maybe lower yourself, walking the hands forward for pigeon. Breathe. When you're ready, begin walking the hands towards you. We'll go and get the right leg in front of us. So move the left foot slightly up in front of you and the right foot is going to go on top of the left knee. So left foot is about a foot away from us, from the sitting bones. So it's not like in a cross-legged position, right? But this left foot is about a foot away from us. And then right foot is on the top of the right knee. If that's difficult, make it a little bit lower, maybe on the ankle. Try to straighten the spine and then hug the right leg and begin to use the strength of the arms in order to bring the leg more towards you. So very slowly we're gonna get the right leg and then place it on the mat with the right knee forward, left leg straight back. On pigeon on this side, right leg forward, right knee forward. And then begin lowering. Maybe walk the arms forward. When you're ready, begin walking the hands towards you. And then get the left leg in front. So this time, the right foot, we're on both of the sitting bones, and the right foot is forward, like a foot away from us. We're gonna grab the whole of the left foot and place it on the right hip. If it's difficult, place it in the ankle, on the ankle. So we could have differences between the sides, even if you place the other leg all the way into the thigh, and then this one doesn't want to go there. That's fine. Just observe differences. No judgment though. It's a great time to come back to your intention and remember what it was. And then hug the left leg with both of the hands. And actively bring it towards you. Try to maintain straight spine here. Each time you're stretching any muscles in the legs, you want to maintain straight spine. Because the strong leg muscles will pull on the spine muscles. Because even though the spine has many muscles, they're tiny compared to the leg muscles. Breathe. And when you're ready, unwrap the legs and then move them far apart from each other. Lean forward. Again, try to maintain the length of the spine, regardless if the arms are in front of you or in the back. It's easier to maintain a longer spine, straight spine, if your hands are behind you. But it can be possible if they're in front of you. Maybe even try placing them behind you and see how the spine is straight, and then move them in front of you. See if you can maintain that length of the spine. Flex the toes if you haven't. Then point the toes. Then flex the toes. Then point the toes. Notice how that changes the stretch. Also, is it different between left or right leg? It is possible to be different. And carry yourself up and square towards the left foot, and then begin moving towards the left foot with the face. Keep the right sitting bone down. Here the sitting bone is going to try to get up, but instead keep it down as you move towards the foot. With the face. And carry yourself back up. Square towards the right. Towards the right foot. Keep your left sitting bone down. And carry yourself back up. Square towards the left once again. And then move forward to the face. And then here, point the toes and then flex the toes for both legs. Point and then flex. Keep breathing. Full breath. Breath might be a little restricted here. Maybe you want force it in. But notice how pointing and flexing the toes, it changes the whole stretch. Inhale yourself back up, square towards the right. One more last time, moving towards the toes. And then point the toes, flex the toes. Keep doing that, point and flexing the toes. Inhale yourself and square forward. Once again, moving with the face forward and maybe arms behind you at first. Then find that first threshold, first depth into the pose where it's kind of the very last point that you can move forward with a straight spine, right? Spend a couple of breaths here. Now begin, move the hands in front of you and begin walking the hands forward. You're going to have to curve the spine at some point, but do try to elongate as much as possible first. Up and then sneaking into the pose, walking with the fingers forward and lowering at the same time. Full breath here, breathe on the backs of the lungs. Flex the toes and point the toes and flex the toes and point the toes. Very slowly, you're going to walk the hands back very slowly. You don't want the muscles to snap right back in. Just make sure you take your time, giving the body a chance to respond versus react. Once you find yourself on the top, you're still going to need a little bit more time for the leg muscles to just kind of relax. So elevate the arms parallel to the ground. And then on exhalation, we're going to move towards the left foot with the left arm. Exhale left. Inhale back up. Exhale right. Right foot with the right arm. Inhale back up, parallel to the ground. Exhale left hands towards the left foot. and then to the right. Now you're gonna incorporate a little bit more into it. So when you exhale to the left, you're gonna elevate the right arm up towards the sky. So kind of like not parallel but perpendicular. Inhale, parallel. Exhale, left arm on perpendicular to the ground. A few more of those. Always incorporating breath and movement. So now let's go a little bit more into the stretch. So inhale, hands are parallel, and then exhale, left arm towards the left foot, and right arm way overhead, almost parallel, right? Right sitting bone on the mat, keep it there, because it's gonna wanna go up. So inhale, up, exhale, overhead. Flex the toes. Strong core here, and also send the breath all the way to the bottom of the belly. Bottom of the lungs. Belly expands on inhalation, belly towards the spine on exhalation. Yet, strong core. Now point the toes. And keep going. When you have enough of that, help the legs with the arms to bring them together, into feet together in front of you, towards each other, and the knees are going towards the ground. You can help the knees with your elbows, maybe hold the ankles. For this one, you do want to keep the spine straight as much as you can until you find some kind of a depth into the stretch, and then you're going to begin to curve in the spine by lowering the head. In this one, I actually like to get my arms, my hands around the feet. It helps me use the feet for leverage. And I still reach the elbows, semi, like halfway on the legs. Now the thing is that I also have very long arms, so that wouldn't work in all cases. I'm just saying that I like this because it helps me leverage better rather than have my hands into the ankles. It's still okay, but just see what's easier for you. The goal here is moving the knees towards the ground while the spine is still straight as you're leaning forward. You're just kind of hinging from the hips, leaning forward, so you're still not curving the spine. You want to find this first threshold by moving forward and how far you can push it as long as the breath is full. Second threshold will curve the spine here and move the head towards the feet. Slowly exiting, inhale yourself up and hug the knees and lay down with hugging the knees towards the chest. See if both of your shoulders are kind of on the same level, or you're putting more weight in one of the shoulders. As a matter of fact, move the arms away from the shoulders from the heart center on into a T. You'll have more leverage if you place the palms down versus up. Lift the legs and then lower them towards the left. Breathe. Look towards your right fingertips. Inhale, legs up towards the sky, and then lower them towards the right. Very slowly, mindfully with control, look towards your left fingertips. How does this side feel compared to the other side? Is it different? Inhale, legs up towards the sky. Now we're going to lower them to the left, but we're going to hover, maybe lower them halfway. So halfway to the left, inhale up, halfway to the right. Inhale up, halfway to the left. Inhale up, halfway to the right. What was your intention from the beginning of the class? Remember it and repeat it in your head. And keep going with inhaling up, exhaling to the side. At some point, hug the knees towards the chest. Then place the hands on the mat with palms down, and then use them as a leverage to move with the feet above the head into a plow pose. You do not want to be like reach the ground or anything like that, especially the first plow is always different. So just go overhead with the legs. Place the hands on the middle of the spine and then begin lifting feet up into a shoulder stand, and try to have more of the weight on your shoulders and as little as possible on the neck. And we're going to do one more plow pose, lowering feet above the head, overhead, and maybe even move the hands towards the feet and grab the hold of the feet. Maybe move the knees on the two sides of the shoulders, ears towards the shoulders. Once again, place the hands on the middle of the spine, elevate feet up. Shoulders stand and send the breath to the belly. And when you're ready, hug the knees towards the chest, slowly lowering the butt, and then move left and right, massaging the spine. Then the chin towards the chest, incorporating the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Knees towards the left, elevate the right arm up towards the sky and behind us with the palm up. Look towards the right fingertips. Sending the breath all the way down. Inhale, knees towards the chest, knees towards the right. Elevate the left arm towards the sky and then left. Looking at the left fingertips. Palm is up towards the sky, left palm is up. Sending the breath to the belly. And hug the knees towards the chest. Moving left and right.
Find a comfortable sitting position and close the eyes. Begin scanning through the body. Feeling all cells vibrating on the skin. From the circulation, relax the face and the shoulders. Strong core but yet relaxed. Chest and abdominals. Just keep it erected in the spine. Notice how the legs are and if you can relax the entire length of the legs. Notice what is. Scan through the body and notice any areas that are still kind of tight, kind of not relaxed. Tell them to relax. Maybe the jaw muscles. Notice what is. Notice how the air is entering your nostrils, going all the way to the belly. Relax. Notice how the air feels in the skin, on the face, and on the head. The areas of touching the clothing and the mat. Notice what you hear. There are a lot more sounds around you than just coming out of your device. In your mind's eye, what do you see? I hope your eyes are closed. What do you see? Shapes, colors, light, a lack of light? Nothing. Just notice what is. Slow down. Notice what is and be mindful. Observing. Find your way into a laying position. Shavasana, the most important pose of all of them, where we have the feet gently fall apart, shoulders down, laying on the spine, getting as much as possible coverage from the entire spine with the ground. Maybe moving the shoulders a little bit towards each other, and far away from the ears, tucking the chin so you can have the neck relaxed. Palms are up towards the sky. Slowing down. Come back to your intention from the beginning of the class. Keep it in mind as we're going to go through the following exercise for a little bit of a breath work that helps relax, make you more mindful, and therefore release fear and anxiety. Keep breathing into the belly. We're going to inhale on 4 and exhale on 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2. Notice if there's any area that needs to be still relaxed. 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. All you need to do is just tell these areas to relax, and they will with the breath. 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, 2,
3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Return to a regular breath. Keep laying down. Remember your intention from the beginning of the class. Notice how you're feeling after this breathing exercise. Its goal is to make the nervous system more responsive versus reactive and calm it down. So do remember your intention when you get out of the class. Maybe remind yourself that later on, several times throughout the day. Also try to slow down everything you're doing a little bit. Like talking and walking, driving. Just a little tiny bit. Begin wiggling the fingers and the toes, not the toes. Maybe flex the feet and point the feet. Stretch really good overhead. And when you're ready, find your way to one side, left or right, in fetal position, hugging the knees. Use the top arm to lift yourself up. Strong straight spine, strong core. And find yourself in comfortable sitting position. Do remember your intention from the beginning of the class. Try to remind yourself what it was throughout the next few hours or days or from now on. Inhale, hands above the head and to the heart center. I recognize the light in you. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. And this is Zoe. Have a beautiful weekend. I'll see you Monday. Bye.